Welcome to Top Reasons to Visit Mallorca in 2025, your ultimate guide to the island that everyone is talking about this year. If you crave sun-drenched beaches, vibrant city life, and breathtaking landscapes, this is the video you cannot miss. I'm about to reveal the top reasons why Mallorca should be your next adventure in 2025, including a secret reason at the end that most travelers overlook. From turquoise waters and golden sands to ancient villages and mouth-watering cuisine, Mallorca is a dream waiting to be lived. So grab your passport, hit that like button, and subscribe for more unforgettable journeys. Let's dive into Mallorca's magic together. Oh, the beaches! Soft, warm sand between your toes, the gentle lullaby of waves, Mallorca is your paradise found. The island is fringed with over 260 beaches. There is a beach for every mood and every moment. Imagine yourself at Estrenc long, sweeping powdery white sand, impossibly clear. Turquoise water, it feels almost Caribbean. Lie back and let the sun kiss your skin. Pure, unadulterated bliss. But the coastline offers so much more. Tucked along rugged cliffs are tiny hidden coves. Calas for families, the beaches of Alcudia shallow, calm water. Safe for little ones. Fine, golden sand for magnificent sandcastles. At day's end, one last gift. The sunset, Sa Calobra, at dusk. Watch the sky painted in orange, pink, and gold. The world grows quiet. You are captivated. Now, let us turn our gaze away from the sea, look up towards the magnificent backbone of Mallorca, the Serra de Tramuntana. This dramatic mountain range, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a world away from the sunny beaches below. Rugged peaks, deep valleys, ancient terraced slopes with olive trees, some 1,000 years old. To journey through these mountains is to journey through the very soul of the island. The air is different here, cooler, scented with pine, wild rosemary, and a profound sense of peace. Driving along the winding roads of the Tramuntana is an adventure in itself. Every turn reveals a new, breathtaking vista, sparkling reservoir below deep blue sea from dizzying heights. The road to Sa Calobra, a serpent-like masterpiece of engineering. It is a drive that requires your full attention, but the reward at the end, a hidden gorge, a stunning cove. It makes you feel like an intrepid explorer from a bygone era. But to truly experience the magic of these mountains, you must leave your car behind and walk. It is a place that reminds you of the enduring power of nature and the resilience of the human spirit, a truly humbling and inspiring part of Mallorca. At the heart of the island lies its capital, Palma de Mallorca. Oh, what a city! It is a place where history breathes through the very stones of its buildings. As you approach from the sea, the first thing that will take your breath away is the magnificent Liceu Cathedral with the royal palace of La Almudena beside it. It rises up from the waterfront like a golden sandstone fortress, its Gothic spires reaching for the heavens, especially when the morning sun illuminates its famous rose window, casting colored light across the vast interior. It feels as though you are stepping into a treasure chest filled with light and history. Wandering through the old town of Palma is like stepping back in time. The narrow, winding streets, paved with cobblestones, are a joy to get lost in. You will find yourself in hidden courtyards filled with potted plants, stumble upon tiny artisan shops selling handmade leather goods, and discover charming little cafes where you can sit and watch the world go by. The architecture is a wonderful mix of Arabic and Spanish influences. It's a city made for meandering. Beyond the cathedral and the old town, Palma is a vibrant, modern city with a sophisticated flair. The Passeig de Born is a beautiful tree-lined avenue, perfect for a leisurely stroll, where gleaming yachts bob gently in the water. Seeing the cathedral lit up at night, its golden form reflected in the calm waters of the Parc de la Mar, is a sight you will never forget. Palma is a city that enchants you, a place you will want to return to again and again. Oh, the food! To visit Mallorca and not indulge in its culinary delights would be a tragedy, my darlings. The island's cuisine is a wonderful reflection of its landscape and history. Simple, fresh, bursting with flavor, it's all based on the wonderful produce that grows in its fertile plains and the bounty of the surrounding sea. Imagine for a moment sitting at a seaside restaurant, the gentle breeze on your face, feasting on freshly grilled fish, drizzled with local olive oil and a squeeze of lemon. It is honestly the taste of sunshine and sea, a simple pleasure that feels utterly luxurious. One of the island's most famous dishes is the ensaimada, a spiral-shaped pastry that's light, flaky, and dusted with powdered sugar. It's the perfect breakfast treat, especially when dunked into a cup of thick hot chocolate. Another must-try is sobrasada. It's delicious on a slice of rustic bread, maybe with a drizzle of local honey to balance its rich, savory flavor. And of course, we must not forget the wine. It's a perfect way to connect with the land and to toast the beauty of this incredible island. Beyond the bustling city and the popular coastal resorts, the true heart of Mallorca lies in its enchanting villages. These timeless places, scattered across the island's plains and nestled in its mountain valleys, are where you can experience a more authentic, unhurried way of life. Imagine wandering through the honey-colored stone streets of Valdemosa, like a village plucked from a fairy tale. Its steep, narrow lanes with colorful potted plants, every doorway seems to tell a story. It's famously where the composer Chopin and the writer George Sand spent a winter, and you can still feel a sense of romance and artistry in the air. Another gem of the Tramuntana Mountains is Daya. This village has long been a magnet for artists, writers, and musicians. Drawn by its ethereal beauty and bohemian spirit, it clings to a hillside overlooking the sea, a cluster of stone houses with terracotta roofs. Perhaps the most beautiful of all is Fornalutz, often voted the most stunning village in Spain. To walk through Fornalutz is to feel as though you have stepped into a painting. It is a place of profound tranquility and breathtaking beauty. Prepare to be transported to another world as we venture deep beneath the surface of the island. Mallorca is home to some of the most spectacular cave systems in Europe, and the caves of Drach, or Cuevas del Drach, are the most famous of them all. These caves are a natural wonder that will leave you utterly spellbound. The journey begins as you descend a series of steps into the earth, leaving the warm sunshine behind and entering a cool subterranean realm of breathtaking beauty. Inside, you'll find a wonderland of stalactites, stalagmites formed over millions of years by the slow dripping of water. These incredible rock formations have grown into fantastical shapes, resembling giant chandeliers, frozen waterfalls, and the spires of an underground cathedral. The highlight of the visit, and what makes the caves of Drach so unique, is Lake Martel. It's one of the largest underground lakes in the world. Here, you'll be seated in a large, natural amphitheater carved into the rock. Suddenly, from the darkness, a small flotilla of illuminated boats appears on the lake, carrying a classical music quartet. Fills the vast cavern, the acoustics creating a truly ethereal and unforgettable experience. It's a moment of pure magic, a gentle journey through an enchanted underworld that feels like something from a dream. All aboard for a journey back in time. One of the most delightful experiences you can have in Mallorca is a ride on the vintage train between Palma and Sóller. This is not just a mode of transport, it's a moving piece of history. Polished wooden carriages, brass fittings, leather seats. It's been chugging along this route since 1912. Stepping aboard feels like stepping onto the set of an old film. The gentle clickety-clack of the wheels on the track. The journey itself is simply breathtaking. The train slowly makes its way out of Palma across the flat central plain, passing through fields of almond trees. Then it begins its dramatic ascent into the Serra de Tramuntana. It rattles through 13 tunnels. Each one reveals another spectacular view on the other side, for a magnificent panoramic photo over the Sóller Valley. After about an hour, the train arrives in the lovely town of Sóller. Sóller is nestled in a lush valley famous for its orange groves, before emerging onto the promenade of Port de Sóller. For a dose of pure, untamed drama, you must make your way to the northernmost tip of the island, Cap de Formentor. This is where the Serra de Tramuntana mountains meet the sea in spectacular fashion, a place of wild, rugged beauty where sheer cliffs plunge into churning turquoise water. Known as the meeting point of the winds, you can feel the raw power of nature. The journey is an adventure, a narrow, winding road clinging to the cliff edge. First stop, Mirador Escolamer. From the viewpoint, a breathtaking panorama of the coastline and the tiny islet of Escolamer rising from the waves. The iconic Formentor lighthouse, perched on the final cliff, a solitary white sentinel against the sea. And at sunset, when the sky blazes and the lamp sweeps the water, a pine-fringed cove, calm and sheltered after the drive. The Formentor Peninsula, unforgettable, wild, dramatic. While the beauty of Mallorca's landscape is undeniable, there is a whole other world of wonder waiting to be discovered just beneath the surface of its sparkling waters. The Mediterranean Sea that surrounds the island is a treasure trove of marine life, with crystal clear visibility that makes it a paradise for snorkeling, scuba diving. The coastline is dotted with marine reserves where the underwater ecosystems are protected and thriving. To dip your head beneath the waves is to enter a silent, weightless world of vibrant color and fascinating creatures. It is an experience that will fill you with a sense of wonder and childlike delight. Many of the island's calas, with their calm, clear waters just a few feet from the shore, you can find yourself surrounded by shimmering shoals of damselfish and maybe even see a shy octopus peering out from its hiding place. Glass-bottom boat trips are a popular and wonderful way to see what lies beneath. Exploring the sea in whatever way you choose is an essential part of the Mallorcan experience. To truly feel the pulse of a place, my darlings, you must visit its markets. In Mallorca, the weekly market is the heart and soul of every town and village. It is where locals gather to shop, to chat, and to catch up on the week's news. It is a vibrant, bustling, and wonderfully authentic experience that offers a feast for all the senses. The air is filled with the scent of fresh produce, the sound of friendly bartering, and the sight of stalls piled high with a dazzling array of goods. As you wander through the market, you will find a treasure trove of local products, stalls overflowing with sun-ripened fruits, vegetables, gleaming olives in tubs of herby brine, local cheeses and cured meats. Look for the beautiful woven baskets, the locally made ceramic bowls painted with bright, cheerful designs. The town of Inca, in the center of the island, is famous for its leather industry. Here you can find leather bags, find a small cafe on the edge of the market square. Just watch the world go by. And now, my darlings, for the secret I promised to share. We have explored the sun-drenched beaches, the majestic mountains, the vibrant city, the charming villages. We have tasted the food and journeyed back in time. But there is one more piece of magic that Mallorca offers, one that is often overlooked. It is a spectacle that happens every single night after the sun has set and the day trippers have gone home. My secret 11th reason to visit this glorious island is its sky, its magnificent, breathtaking, star-filled night sky. Because of its position in the Mediterranean and the protected nature of the Tramuntana mountains, parts of Mallorca have incredibly low levels of light pollution. When you venture away from the coastal towns and into the heart of the island or up into the mountains on a clear, moonless night, you will be rewarded with a celestial display that is nothing short of miraculous. The sky becomes a vast black velvet blanket, scattered with a seemingly infinite number of glittering diamonds. The Milky Way arches overhead in a brilliant, cloudy swathe, a sight that is simply impossible to see from most cities. There is a public observatory in Coastlines in the center of the island, which offers guided viewings on certain nights. Here, you can look through powerful telescopes and see the craters of the moon, the rings of Saturn, and distant galaxies. But you do not need a telescope to appreciate this beauty. Lay down a blanket and look up. So when you visit in 2025, do not forget to look up. Until next time.